Good morning, students. Welcome back to first year economics subject. Okay, I hope everyone is doing well and you are doing your revision properly. The exams are very near. Okay, let me start today's topic with the unit of 9, that is money, banking and inflation. Okay, the unit number 9, money, banking and inflation. So this is a unit where you are going to get the SAQs and the VSAQs. Okay. SAQs you are going to get from this unit as well as the VSAQs. So in today's class, let me know about the two SAQs. Okay. So in today's class, let me go with the first SAQ, that is what is barter system and what are its difficulties. This is the most important one. There's a chance of going to get in your exam as a SAQ. Apart from this, we have one more question, that is what is money or definitions of the money and what are the different functions of the money. This is another question for SAQ. And one more question, that is inflation. They may ask you the definition of inflation or what are the causes for the inflation. So these are the three important SAQs which we are going to discuss from this unit along with some VSAQs also. So in today's class, we are going to cover only the two SAQs, that is regarding the barter system and another one is money. Okay, let me start the first question, that is the barter system. So you may get this question in the two ways. That is one, what is barter system and what are its difficulties? So this question, there's a chance of going to come as a SAQ as well as a VSAQs. In the VSAQs, they may ask only what is barter system or simply they ask barter system. Okay. So this question, what we are discussing today's class is very useful as a VSAQ as well as the SAQ. So let me start this answer now. So here, barter system, you are finding the word barter system. Okay. Barter system. What is this barter system first? What is this barter system? Yes. So barter system means before the invention of the money, okay, before the money has came to existence. So that time, that means in the olden days. So people, they are not possible for them to produce all the goods what they required. For them, it is not possible to produce. For them, it is not possible to produce the what they required the goods. It is not possible for them to produce all the goods. So how then they will be do their activities? How they will be use the different kinds of the goods? So at that time, when they are not able to produce those goods, they used to follow one system. What the system is, whatever the goods they are producing and whatever the goods the other person is producing, they are exchanging the goods from each other. So the barter system means exchanging of the goods to other goods. So you are giving one good and you are taking the other good from other person. Understood, children? So under the barter system, which we followed olden days, that too before the invention of the money, that too before the money has came to introduce. So we follow this barter system. Why we follow this barter system? Because we are not in a position to produce what we require, all the commodities. So we are exchanging the goods with the other goods who are having the other goods. So simply you have to remember that exchanging of the goods. Okay. Simply you have to remember that exchanging of goods. Okay. So whatever the goods you are having, goods, or you can say it as a commodities also. Commodities or goods, or you can say it as a products also. Okay. So the products or the goods or the commodities, if you are exchanging with other person, with other good, Okay, that is called as a barter system. I hope it is clear to all. Okay, so barter system simply nothing that exchanging of the goods for another goods. Okay, so here when we are following like this system, there are so many difficulties arised. Okay, so it is not easy that we can exchange our goods with other goods. So there are so many problems has came in this. Though we followed for many years, but there are some problems. So yeah, there are some difficulties are there in exchanging of the goods. So let me see that. What are those problems we faced? Because of that, we came with the money. Let's see what are those problems. I hope you are clear with this barter system. So this barter system, you may get it for the 2 marks also. Okay. And next, we go with the difficulties. What are the difficulties of the barter system? Okay. So if you see the difficulties of the barter system, there are so many difficulties are there. Okay, let me see each one. So what are the difficulties? Let me understand first. Different difficulties like lack of the stored value. That is one difficulty. The another difficulty is the lack of divisibility of the commodities. The third difficulty is lack of coincidence of funds. And the fourth one is difficulty in making of the deferred payments. Difficulty in making of deferred payments. And the fifth one is lack of common measure of value. Lack of common measure of value. So these are the 5 difficulties which we faced under the barter system. Okay. So let me see this each one of these difficulties one by one. Okay. Let's come with the first one. That is the lack of store of value. Store of value. Store of value means here in the barter system we are exchanging the goods for another goods, isn't it? So here it is not possible to store the goods. Okay, we cannot store the goods. Okay, it is not possible to store them because the goods may be perishable if you store. There are some goods are there which are perishable. It means perishable in the sense which is going to be spoiled within a short period of the time. So we have to use them as we produce. Like take example vegetables. Can we store it for many days? Nowadays we have the fridge, we can store it for the 1 week, but not more than that. So in the olden days, we don't have these facilities. So is it possible to store these vegetables or the fruits or the flowers? No. So whenever we produce the goods, we have to exchange immediately. So if the goods are perishable goods, if it is there, then is it possible to store it? Can it possible to store this? No, it is not possible to store. So here under the barter system, storing of the goods is very difficult. So before it perishable only, the goods must be used. If it is not used, what will happen? The goods will spoil. You can't use that goods. So it will be spoiled. There's no use. If you spoil the goods, means there is no use of producing the product. Then you won't have a chance to exchange your good for another good. Isn't it? So here, the goods which are perishable, you cannot be stored those goods. There are some goods are there which are durable. Durable goods means you can use many times. Okay, which is not going to be spoiled within a short period. You can use for many users. Then these durable goods may also, after a certain period of the time, the value of these goods may be diminishes. Diminishes meaning is decreases. Even the durable goods also, the value may be decreases or diminishes. So for that also, there is a problem to store. So under the barter system, one of the difficulty that is the lack of store of the value. Okay. I hope it is clear to all. The next we go with the other difficulty which we faced under the barter system. That is the lack of divisibility of the commodities. Lack of divisibility of the commodity. You can see the word that is divisibility. So what they are devising, what they are devising, what they are dividing, the commodities, okay? The commodities they are dividing. So here under the barter system, based on the quantity, as well as its value. Based on the quantity and its value, there are some commodities are there, which it is compulsory that you have to divide them into one or more than that to exchange of one product or to exchange of another good. But the thing is that here it is not possible that there are some commodities to dividing the commodities into one or more than that. Take example. Here, the person A is there. Okay, the person A is, and this is the person B. Okay, the person is having the rice with him, and the person B is having a goat. So tell me now that here he has to exchange the rice for this goat. But is it possible? The rice means we can divide into some quantities. Quantity wise, the rice can be divided. But is it possible the goat to be divided into the parts? It's not. If you divide means that time only the goat will be complete. So here, so there are some commodities are there where the divisibility is not possible. Like I have given the example, that is exchanging of the rice with the goat. Okay, so the goat, it is not possible to be divided. Understood? Okay, next. So till now we finished the two difficulties which we face under the barter system. The first one, that is we cannot store the value. It is not possible to store the value of perishable goods. The next one, there are some commodity in which the divisibility is not possible. Okay, I hope it's clear to all. Let's move with the third one. That is the lack of coincidence of the ones. Coincidence. See here, once again, coincidence. Here, coincidence means whatever the good you want. So just now I said one example, no? That the goat exchanging with the rice. Okay, so this is A person, this is a B person. So each one should have a coincidence to exchanging of these goods. Okay, so A he is willing to exchange the goat for the rice, and B should also have willing to exchange his rice to the A for the goat. So if we have the coincidence with the A and B, then we can call this coincidence as a double coincidence. Can be possible. Double coincidence can be possible. What is this double coincidence? Double coincidence means here, whatever the A is willing to exchange to B, then B also willing to exchange to A. So the double coincidence can be possible here if it is in this case. But it's not always practicable, because sometimes A want to exchange, but he doesn't want to, A want to exchange with the rice, but maybe the B doesn't want to be exchanged for the goat. He wants some other product, like he wants some vegetable. He wants some vegetable. Then can we call it as a double coincidence? No. So here the coincidence, A wants the rice, but this B who is having the rice, he doesn't want the goat. He wants only the fruit. Then coincidence is not possible. Then how it can be exchange the goods? Not possible to exchange the goods. Is it clear? So here it means that the coincidence of the ones under the barter system, it is not possible always. Sometimes may be possible, but it's not possible to every time. Okay. So the three we completed till now. The difficulties, one is store value. The second one is divisibility of the commodities. And the third one is coincidence of the ones. Okay, I hope it's clear to all. Let's move with the another difficulty, that is the difficulty in making of deferred payments. Making of deferred. You can see the word that is deferred. Deferred in the sense the future payment. Deferred in the sense it is a future payment. So it is not possible under the future payment for the present transaction. Okay. For the present transaction, it is not possible to be exchange the goods with other goods. Take example now again. Okay. Now you are exchanging. At present, the exchange process is going on. Suppose you are exchanging the rice. The same example will go with the rice with the goat. Okay. Rice with the goat only. You can take any other example also. No problem. Okay. Here, rice with the goat, the same example. Now, here, now there's A person and B person. This is A and B. Now, the A want the goat, but B, he don't want the rice now itself. Okay, he want it to be in the future. Here, for the present transactions, okay, it can, in the present transaction, whatever you want to pay in the future, so which you want to pay in the future, that is not possible under the barter system. Deferred payments means for the present transactions, paying in the future. It is not possible under the barter system. Okay. Why it is not possible? Because the value of the product in the future, it may be increase or it may be decrease. Okay. It's no guarantee that the price of the product in the future, it may be constant. Do we find anywhere the prices are constant? No, always there will be ups and downs, increase or decreases will be there. So that's the reason it's not constant. So it is not possible as the prices or as the value of these goods may be increase or decrease. So it is very difficult to pay the value of the product in the future. That is called as a deferred payment. Okay. So till now we completed the fourth, that is store value. That the next one is divisibility of the commodity. And third one is coincidence of the wants. And the fourth one is making of the deferred payments. I hope till this you are clear. Let me go with another one, another difficulties. That is lack of the common measure of value. Lack of the common measure of the value. Common measure. Common measure of value. Common measure of value is not possible. What is this common measures? Every time the value of the commodity is measured in the, as in the quantity wise or as in the value wise. No. So here, value wise and the quantity wise. Okay. So here, if we measure anything in the value wise, it is not possible. Measuring in the value wise means that for this much of the commodity of the rice, how much the gold should be exchanged, how much the other commodity should be. Okay, suppose if it is 1 kg, the kgs or liters, they always will explain this value of the commodity in some terms of the measurements, like the liters or kgs. Okay, so how much it should be exchanged? That is not possible under the barter system. Measurement of the value, it's not possible. Exactly the measure. Now at present, measurement of the value can be done in terms of the money. That is called as a prices. But we don't have the money. There is a chance of the prices for this. So it is difficult to measure the value. Okay. So this is the 5-mark question, that is, what is barter system and what are the difficulties? which are faced under the barter system. So first I explained the introduction, that is barter system, which made 2-mark question again. And the 2-mark question on a barter system is exchanging of the goods with another good. Okay. The next we have the difficulties. These are the 5 difficulties. That is the store of value, then divisibility of commodities, then coincidence of the ones, making of the deferred payment, and measurement of the value. Remember that deferred payment means in the future payment. Coincident means whatever you want, other person is ready to exchange with you. That is coincident. Divisibility means we cannot divide the commodities. Like example, I told you goats. Store value. That is, we cannot store. The punishable goats may be spoiled. It can be punished. Okay. So these are the difficulties which we faced. I hope you understood this answer. So it's an important one for the SAQs as well as the VSAQs also. VSAQ, that is barter system. Okay. Next. So as I told you that this is the unit which we are having the title itself. The 3 titles are there, that is money, banking, and the inflation. So before the money, we have barter system. That what is the question is important that we discussed till now. We have one more question. Let me see that what is that. Okay. Next question, that is define money and explain the functions of money. Okay. We are moving with the another question, which is again a SAQ question, that is define money. Okay. What is this money? Okay. Define money. That is the question. And next one, its functions. What are the different functions of the money? So this again a SAQ question. Okay. So they may ask what is money as a 2-mark question, or they may ask what are the functions of money. Okay. So this answer which we are going to discuss now, it may be useful for the 2 purpose as a SAQ as well as a VSAQ also. Okay. Let me observe the first thing, that is what is the money is. What is money is? Here. Money. What is money? What is this money? Okay. So here, money plays a very important role at present situation. You can see everyone, from the morning till they go to the bed, they are the back of to earning of the money only. Why? Why they need the money? To buy the commodities or to fulfill their needs. Oh, in order to fulfill their needs, they have to use some commodities. So these commodities, they are not getting at the free of cost. We have to pay for it. Okay. So these goods, we can call it as economic goods. So in order to get the economic goods, or in order to purchase the economic goods, we need the money. So the money plays very important role in the economy, in every economy. The money plays very important. Already in the before class we discussed, before the money was introduced, we followed the barter system and we observed what are the difficulties of the barter system. So to overcome all the difficulties of the barter system, in every economy, they introduce the money. Okay, they introduce the money. So the money plays a very crucial role in every economy. Crucial means very important role in every economy. Okay. So here, this money, the word which you are seeing, the term, the money which you are observing, no, it has came from Roman term. Okay. The Roman goddesses. Okay. The term of the money has derived from the Roman goddess's name. That name is Juno Monita. Juno Monita. And the name of this goddesses, she is a Roman goddesses, and the name of this goddess's name, this word money has derived. Okay, Juno Monita. Okay, so this is the little bit introduction of the money. So what you have to write it is, the money plays a very important role to overcome the difficulties of the barter system. Money has introduced. This money word has derived from the Roman goddess's name, that is the Juno Monita. Okay. Next, we go with the definitions of money. So they may ask what money simply. Then you can write this introduction, and they ask many of the economists, they gave the definitions for the money. So no need to write all the definitions, but one or two definitions, it is compulsory, right, to be right to get the full marks in the SCQ, because the question asks as a two-part. What is money? Then the functions of the money. So what is money? For that, it's compulsory. You need to write some definition. It will be the one or two, not necessary to write everything. Okay. But in the discussion part, we'll go with all the definitions. Okay. Let me start with the definitions of money. Okay. So here, definitions of money. You're seeing here definitions of money. According to the Robertson, okay, according to the Robertson, so the Robertson, he gave a definition for money. Let's see what this Robertson has given a definition. He said that money, what is money means, according to his definition, anything which is widely accepted. The word you have to remember, that is widely accepted. It means that everywhere it is accepted. It's not that in only the one area it is accepted or another area is not accepted. It's not like that. Everywhere that is widely it is accepted. For what? For the in payment of any of the goods and services. Okay, whatever the goods or the services which you are purchasing, for that, if you pay this anything that is money, if you pay means they are ready to accept it. Okay, and discharge other kind of the business obligations. So the money, the word money is there, you know what it has to do? It has to fulfill, or it has to discharge the business obligations, whatever the rules and regulations are there for the business. So it has to be fulfilled that. So whatever the thing, it is widely accepted for what? In exchange of the goods or for the payment of the goods. At the same time, and the discharge of the other business organization, other kind of the business obligations, that it is called as a money. Okay? Widely accepted, the two keywords you have to remember, that is widely accepted and business obligations. Widely accepted for what? In payment for the goods. Okay, in payment of the goods. And the business obligations mean to discharge all the business obligations. Who said this definition? That is given by the Robertson. Okay. Next, we'll go with another definition of money. I hope it's clear what the Robertson has said. Next, we have another definition which was given by Seligman. Seligman. Okay, Seligman. So let's see what the Seligman defined the money as. So the money is one thing that possesses the general acceptability. So that possesses the general acceptability. Generally accepted means everyone is accepted. So it's that no one should reject that. Everywhere, everyone, all the person should accept. So which is accepted means the money, everywhere if it is accepted, then it is a money only. The thing which everyone is accepted, it is called as a money, according to the Seligman. Okay, that possesses general acceptability. It is called as a money according to the Seligman. Okay. Next, we have one other definition, that is Walker definition. Walker definition. So Walker, what it says, no? According to money, money means here. Money is what money does. Money is what money does. What is money? What money is doing, that is money. Okay. Money is what money is doing. That is money. So what money is doing? The money is exchanging for everything, accepting by everything. Okay. So what the money is doing, whatever the things, whatever the money is doing, that is called as a money. Simple, so simple. So you can remember this is very easy in order to write in the exam. Okay. The money is what money does. So simple definition the worker has given. Okay. Next, we'll move with next, we'll move with the another definition that was given by the Crowther. Okay, the Crowther definition. Crowther, what he defined the money as? Anything that is generally acceptable. Already this word we have seen, accepted, widely accepted. But here they gave the generally acceptable. Okay. As a medium of exchange. Okay. As a medium of exchange. Exchanging of one commodity as another commodity. As a medium of exchange. If anything is accepted. And at the same time, it should be act as a measure and the store of value. Okay. Again, he added two things. What are the two things the Crowther is added is we can store it. The money can be stored. And it has a measure of the value also. We added two things. One is the measure of the value and another one is the store of the value. We can store it. We can measure its value and which is generally acceptable. That is called as a money according to the Crowther. Okay. The Crowther, in the Crowther definition, 3 words you have to remember as a keywords. That is generally acceptable. Then it has a measure of the measure and the store of the value. Okay. We can measure it and we can store it. I hope it's clear. There are the 4 definitions. Okay. Let's see once again that what those people who gave the definitions means. There are the 4 definitions which we observed till now. That is the Robertson definition, then Seligman definition, Walker definition, and Crowther definition. Okay. So in examination point of view, you can write what is money means, just the introduction part. What I told, that is money plays a very important role. Before the barter system, to overcome the difficulties, the money has introduced. Then money has derived from the Roman goddess's name, that is Juno Moneta. Then the definition, you can write which one you are feeling as a convenient. And those who are writing the betterment exam, you can write all the definitions. Okay. Next. Okay. I hope it's clear. Robertson definition, Seligman definition, Walker definition, and the Crowther definition. 4 definitions. Okay. Let me move with the another word, that is the second part of our question, that is what are the functions of the money? Okay. What are the functions of the money? Okay. The functions of money. So the functions of money, it has the money, it functions as divided into 4 different parts. Okay. Under the 4 different headings, the functions of money has explained. Let's see that what are the 4 different functions of money. Okay. You can see the first function of the money, that is the primary functions of money. That is the first one, function of money. And second function of the money is the secondary functions of money. There are four functions of the money. First one is primary functions of money. And the next one is secondary functions of money. And the third one is the contingent functions of the money. Contingent functions of money. And the fourth one is static and dynamic functions of money. Okay, static and dynamic functions of money. Four functions of money, static and dynamic functions of money, and the contingent functions of the money. Then we have the secondary functions of the money, then the primary functions of the money. Okay, these are the four different functions of the money. Okay, primary, secondary, then we have the next one, that is the contingent functions of the money, then the static and dynamic functions of the money. These are the four different types of money. Okay, now let me see that each one type of the functions of the money. Okay, first one, that is the primary functions of money. So again, the primary functions of money has subcategorized, or it has the two different other functions under this primary functions. So in this, the first function which comes under the primary functions of money, the first function which the money act as a primary, means the most important, the function, that is the medium of exchange. Okay, as the under the primary functions of money, there are the two categories, the two main functions the money will perform, that is the medium of exchange and the measure of value. These are the two subcategories which we have under the primary functions of money. Let's see the first one, that is the medium of exchange. So here, the money medium of exchange means exchanging with some other thing. Exchanging is possible. Okay, exchanging the money for anything, whatever you want to buy, or whatever you want to purchase. So the money is acting as a medium of exchange. If you want to buy any book, you can pay the money and you can buy it. If you want to buy any electronic item, you can pay the money and you can buy it. So if you want to purchase a gold, you can pay the money. So it means that anything which you are exchanging, okay, with money, okay, so exchanging. So the money is acting as a medium of exchange. So whatever you need, that you are paying money and you are taking it. You are paying money and you are taking it. So it is acting as a medium of exchange. Okay, that is comes under the primary functions of money. So under the primary functions of money, there are the two categories are there. One is the medium of exchange. Okay, that anything which you are exchanging. The second one, that is measure of value. Okay, the measure of value. Okay, measure of value in the sense, the commodities, if they are their values, if they express in terms of money. So here you are paying the money, you are purchasing it. This value of commodity, if you are paying and purchasing it, then we can call it as a price. Okay, we are calling it as a price. Okay, so the money is measuring the value. Okay, so measure of value means you are paying the money, and that in terms of the money you are paying it, and that payment, if you are paying in terms of money, we can call it as a price. Okay, so these are the two functions which comes under the primary functions of money. So first one is medium of exchange. So it is acting as a medium of exchange to buy anything. The second one is we can measure the value. So these two are comes under the primary functions of the money. Okay. Next, we have another function of money, that is the secondary function of money. So under the secondary function of money, we have the again three types. Okay, functions. One is store of value and the standard of deferred payments and transfer of money. Okay, store of value standard of deferred payment, then transfer of money. These three comes under the secondary functions of money. Let's go with one by one. So one is the store of value. Yeah, store of value in the means the money we can store it. Suppose there are some perishable goods are there. So these perishable goods, before if it is perishable, if you exchange it, if you sell it off, then if you are exchange with the money, then that money, the perishable goods value of the money can be stored in terms of the money. So here the goods value, they convert it into the money, and this money we can store it. Okay, we can store this money. So it is called as a store of value. Okay, so how many days you want, you can store it. There is not going to be perishable anything. Okay, that is store of value. The next one, standard of deferred payment. So deferred payment, already I told you, that is the future payment. Deferred means the future payment. So future payment. Say now you are doing a transaction at present. It means that you are buying something at present and you are paying in future. So that facility we have under the barter system, under the money. We have that facility with the money. But under the barter system, do we have this facility? No, we don't have. Okay. So yeah, nowadays you can see all the business transactions, how they are doing. They are buying it now and paying in the future. So it means that the future payment can be possible with the help of the money. Okay. So that is another function which comes under the secondary functions of the money. The next one, the another function of the money is transfer of money. Transfer of money. It means that the money can be transferred to any person to another person. Anyone, from one person to another person, from that person to the third person, that from third person to the other person. So the person to person, the money easily can be transferable. At the same time, it can be transferred to anywhere. No restriction that to be this area, not to be transferred. So everywhere the money can be transferred. So person to person, it can be transferred, or at any places also we can be transferred the money. Okay. So these are three comes under the secondary functions of money. So under the secondary functions of money, store of value means we can store it. Then deferred payment for present transactions, we can pay it in the future. You can take example at present, you can take the credit, in future you can pay it. That facility is there. And the transfer of money. Okay, we can transfer to any person or any place to anywhere. Okay, so these are the two different functions till now we discussed. One is the primary functions of money. Under the primary functions, there are two categories. One is the medium of exchange. The next one is the measure of value. And the next category, that is secondary functions of money. In that, we have three types. One is store value, the standard of deferred payment, and the transfer of money. Next, we go with the next one. That is another one. The third function of money, that is the contingent function of money. Contingent function of money means this may or may not. Okay, let's see that what will comes under this contingent functions of money. So under this contingent functions of money, we have the four different types. There are four different types under the third category, that is contingent functions of money. So let's see that what are those four first. Then we'll go with the explanation part. Here, the first one is measurement and distribution of national income. Measurement and distribution of national income. And second one is the money equalizes marginal utilities and productivities. Once again, money equalizes marginal utilities and productivities. And the fourth one is, third one is basis of credit. Basis of credit. Then fourth one is liquidity. Okay. Fourth one is liquidity. Let's see this one by one. The first one is measurement and distribution of national income. See here, all the countries' income, okay, in terms of money, we can measure it. If everyone's income, if they measure in terms of the money, the terms of the money means the final value of the goods and services, we are paying for that. Okay, if we are paying for that, okay, then those are called as a national income. So it means that the national income, whatever we have now, that can be measured with the help of the money. Okay, the value of the goods and services, if they said in terms of the money, then it is called as a national income. So it can be possible that under the contingent function, the measurement of the national income can be possible with the help of the money. Okay. And not only that, even we have the distribution of this national income. Distribution of national income in the sense here, whatever the national income we got it should be distributed among the factors of production. Okay, among the factors of production, it should be the factors of production. Factors of production. We know what are those factors of production. When you don't know what are factors of production, that is land. Yes, land, labor, capital, and organization. So we have to return when we use them. No. So what we return for the land, we have to return the rent. And for the labor, we have to pay the wages. And for the capital, we need to pay the interest. And for the organization, they are profit and loss or loss. So whatever the returns to factors of production, that is the rent, wage, interest, or the profit. So the national income can be distributed to factors of the production, that in terms of the rent, wage, interest, and profit. So that is the one of the function of the money. Okay, return to factors of the production. Next, we have another type of the money function, which comes under the contingent function, that is money equalizes the marginal utilities and the productivities. Marginal utilities means the additional utility which you gained by using of the additional product. The additional utility which you get by using of the additional product, that is marginal utility, isn't it? So here, the marginal utilities of the product in terms of the money we can measure. Okay? The marginal utility of the money, whatever it is they know, it can be measured in terms of the money. Okay, this from the consumer side. Okay, a consumer, whatever the marginal utility which is gaining, no, that in terms of the money, it can equalizes. Okay, now productivity, you can see the word. So this productivity, it is from the producer sides. Okay, the producer, what he can do here, the producer, so whatever the factors he is using in order to produce a product, so whatever is returning to them, no, that factors returns, he can, the marginal utilities of that factors, it can be equalized with the help of the money. Okay. So this is another one which comes under the contingent functions of the money. The next one, the third one function, that is the basis of credit. So whatever the credit, here, whatever the excess money we have, we are depositing in the banks, isn't it? We are depositing in the banks. Okay. So if in the commercial banks, we are depositing this all the money, isn't it? So these commercial banks, what they will do, whatever the amount we saved in the money, we saved in the bank or which we deposited in the bank, these people, they gave to the as a loans, as a credit to another person. So this is possible because we deposited our money in the banks. So because of the depositing of the money supply, money is there with the bank. That's the reason these commercial banks, it is possible for them to give the credit. So the money is acting as giving as a credit to some other people whom they want. The next one, another function of the money is the liquidity. So the last one is the liquidity. Liquidity means the money is the only the 100% asset which we can be transfer easily, or which can be used, which can be exchanged easily, which can be turned into the money easily. Okay, it's which everyone is accepting easily. So that is called as liquidity. So under the contingent functions of money, we have the functions like measurement and distribution of the national income. The next, money equalize the marginal utilities and the productivities. Then basis of credit. The next one is the liquidity. So these all comes under the third functions of money. Okay. Till now, we completed the three different types of the functions of money. One is the primary function. Okay. The next one is the secondary function. Then the third one is the contingent functions of money. Let's move with the another function, that is the static and the dynamic functions of money. Static and the dynamic functions of money. Here come the static and dynamic functions of money. Again, it is of two types, that is static function and the dynamic function. Static function and the dynamic function. Here, engine, the Paul engine. The Paul engine, he explained about the static functions of money. So what is said as a static function of money, no? So the store value of the money, a measure value of the money, deferred payment of the money. So what we discuss under the primary and the secondary functions are there, no? So these functions of the money are considered by this engine person as a static functions of money. Why this static function of money is useful? To know the price mechanism. To know the price mechanism. In order to understand the price mechanism, the value of the money, exchange of the money, deferred payment, this all, he said this all comes under the static function of money. It's said by the Paul engine. Okay, next. We'll move with another one, that is the dynamic functions of money. So dynamic functions of money means, in a static means it is constant. Whereas in dynamic, it always will have changes. It has changes. So in this, in the dynamic functions, always it has changes. So all the contingent functions which we are having now, so these all the contingent functions which comes under the dynamic function. So this dynamic function will talk about the changes. So here you can see that consumption will be changed. Okay. Consumption. Then output. Or you can say it as a production. price level, then distribution. So do this all will be constant every time? No, they always keep on changes. So for these changes, all the changes will comes under the dynamic functions. So this all the dynamic functions in this, all the contingent functions like measurement and distribution of income, money equalizes the marginal utilities and productivities, liquidity, basis of credit. This all comes under the dynamic functions of the money. So till now we completed the what are the functions of money, which are 4 types: primary, secondary, contingent, and the dynamic and the static and dynamic functions. So this is a important question for the 5 marks. Okay. So, okay, children, I'll end up this one in today's class. Thank you.